Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to unpack Storm Bram, which is set to hit Ireland and Scotland with some real severity this week. But we want to dive past the rainfall totals and get into the planetary mechanics behind it.
Yeah, the bigger picture.
So, okay, let's just get into it. Why is this storm so ferocious? Because this isn't just another autumn storm, is it?
Not at all. It's the end result of a genuinely rare high-altitude breakdown. The foundation for Bram was laid weeks ago.
Yeah.
High up in the stratosphere.
In the stratosphere.
Exactly. We're talking about an unusually early and really significant disruption of the polar vortex, the PV.
And this started back in late November.
Around November 28th, yeah. And what's critical is that the data suggests this whole event, this sudden stratospheric warming, might be the earliest instance we have on record.
The earliest in 70 years. That's a huge anomaly.
It is.
So a breakdown way up there, miles above the actual weather, somehow forces a change all the way down here. How does that work?
It's a process called vertical coupling. You can think of it like a punch from above. This high-altitude disturbance, it just ripples all the way down and forces the lower atmosphere to, reorganize itself.
And that reorganization creates a powerful, positive North Atlantic oscillation.
A very strong NAO plus regime right where we live.
And for us on the ground, that NAO plus just means speed, pure speed. It accelerates the jet stream into what meteorologists call a vigorous zonal flow. So the jet stream basically becomes an express train track for storms.
The high velocity land.
Oh.
And it funnels these intense extratropical cyclones, like Bram, directly at Western Europe with no brakes.
Right.
And that express track is exactly why Bram is so dangerous.
Oh.
Operationally, we're seeing status orange and amber warnings going up.
Because the gusts could get up to, 90 miles an hour?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in places like northwest Scotland, the Outer Hebrides. That's a clear danger to life from flying debris.
And the flooding threat, this is critically important. It's coming from two sides.
It is.
You've got the storm surge from the coast, but it's happening at the same time as high astronomical tides, spring tides.
And that combination is just a worst-case scenario. It critically increases the maximum potential water level.
And inland isn't ready for it either.
No, not at all. That's the other side of the problem. The soils, particularly across Ireland, are already highly saturated from a week of rain. Rivers are approaching bankful.
So any new rain has nowhere to go?
It has nowhere to go. When Bram dumps another, say, 40 to 100 millimeters of rain, it's going to become surface runoff almost instantly.
And I remember reading something about the sea literally blocking the rivers.
That's right. It's a mechanism called tidal locking.
Okay.
Because the coastal water level is so high from the surge in tide, it acts like a plug. It physically prevents the rivers from discharging their water into the sea.
Wow. So it backs everything up upstream.
It backs everything up. It turns a rainfall problem into a systemic drainage failure. It's a huge risk amplifier.
Okay, but here's the real twist in this story, isn't it? The same system that brought the storm, the strong zonal flow, it doesn't just disappear after Bram passes.
No, it sticks around. It remains the dominant pattern.
And what does that mean for the weather next?
Well, that persistent flow then starts pulling in warm, moist air from the southwest. It facilitates this advection of a completely different air mass right across the continent.
So we pivot from an extreme storm to a warm wave.
A sustained period of anomalous warmth, yes. It completely flips the script on the weather.
How anomalous are we talking here? Will it feel like, late October again?
Quantifiably, yeah. Temperatures across Europe are expected to be about 5 to 10 degrees Celsius above normal for early December.
5 to 10 degrees.
So this effectively postpones any real winter weather, any widespread snow, for at least another week or two. A complete thermal pivot.
So wrapping this up, Storm Bram is this high-impact event that's really rooted in that rare stratospheric dynamic, the earliest PV disruption on record. And then its power is just compounded by these local factors, like the saturated ground and this tidal locking.
That's it in a nutshell.
So a very complex, interconnected event.
Absolutely. So this leads me to the final thought for you to consider. Given that this PV disruption forces such a rapid and costly pivot, from an extreme storm to a sustained warm wave that impacts everything from energy demand to winter tourism, what operational or economic strategies are you now considering for managing this kind of extreme climatic variability this winter?